All right, on this worksheet, it deals with who gains and who loses from unexpected inflation. What you got to understand about unexpected inflation is it's higher than our 0 to 3%. So let's say for this example, the unexpected inflation, let's say, is 6% in our economy. Okay, so there's 6% inflation. So the first example, okay, it says a pensioner guaranteed an amount of money every month for life. So with that one, what they're saying is somebody retires, they get a pension from the company. Let's say they get $1,000 every month for the rest of their life. Are they going to gain or lose with unexpected inflation or higher inflation than the 0 to 3%? Well, they're going to end up losing. Okay, why are they going to lose? Because that $1,000 with unexpected high inflation causes the purchasing power to go down over time. So that $1,000 that they get the very first month has the buying power of $1,000. But 30 years from then, that $1,000 isn't going to have the same buying power. Okay, and what happens is they get a locked-in amount every month the rest of their life. Some pensions, for example, like Social Security, they end up fluctuating each year. But for the year, they stay the same month to month. But then at the end of the year, they adjust for inflation. But most pensions, like my mom's, doesn't adjust. So when she retired at age 49, that buying power was good. Now the buying power at age 69, okay, she doesn't have as much buying power with that money anymore. So you're going to need some other type of money. All right. The second one, if the issuer of a bond that pays a set amount of money every 6 months for the life of the bond. So let's say a company ends up issuing a bond, so they borrow money from people. Let's say that I'm the company, I'm the issuer, and I borrow $1,000 from you in a bond. And I tell you that I'm going to pay you 6% interest on it, or no, let's say 3% interest on it every single month from here until I end up paying you back your $1,000. Well, what's going to happen is the issuer is going to end up gaining with unexpected inflation. Why? When prices are going up, typically, okay, the company is going to end up raising their prices, making more money, and so on. So the money that they have, when they pay back the person that has the bond, like you, okay, I'm going to pay back with inflated dollars that don't have as much purchasing power anymore. So all of you, the money that you get back doesn't have the buying power that $1,000 had back when you first, borrowed me that money. And let's say it's a bond that's a 10-year bond. Okay, the very first year it has $1,000 buying power, but when I pay you back that $1,000 after year 10, okay, it doesn't have the same buying power anymore. Okay, hopefully the interest that you made keeps up with inflation. Okay, where if I gave you 3%, it didn't. Basically, you lost 3% on your investment over time. All right, let's skip down to number 5. You can do number 3 because it's similar, it's just the opposite. You can end up doing number 4 because it's kind of like this one, but the opposite. But let's do number 5. Number 5 says the family that took out a 30-year home loan at a bank. So when I took out my loan, I took it out for a specific interest rate and it's locked in for my whole 30-year loan. So let's say I'm paying 3%. If I'm only paying 3% and inflation is 6%, okay, I'm gaining. Okay, why? Because prices and stuff are going up. So the money that I pay, so for example, let's say I end up paying $1,500, my very first payment every single month from here on out. 30 years from now, when I'm paying $1,500 for my payment to finalize my loan, the very last payment, that $1,500 doesn't have the same purchasing power. Plus, I'm going to end up making a lot more money because inflation, usually typically salaries will go ahead and try to keep up with inflation. So if inflation is this high, salaries should be going up. So of course my overall pay, the amount that I pay, my $1,500 payment when I first start paying compared to what I make for a paycheck, okay, isn't going to be even close towards the end. My salary should be way higher than that $1,500 by the end. So with this one right here, number 5, they're going to gain. Okay, and the reason that they're going to gain is because they're going to be paying back with inflated dollars later, okay, and end up getting a better interest rate than what inflation was in real terms. Now, the last one, you can do number 6 on your own because it's kind of, similar to the information we've already learned. But number 7, a family that takes out an adjustable rate home mortgage. The rate can change as the conditions in the world change. So an adjustable rate adjusts to whatever the inflation is. So with this one, it's going to end up being neutral. Okay, no one's going to benefit. Okay, well, actually, both the bank and the person taking out the loan, they're both going to benefit because it's going to adjust based off inflation. Okay, but it's one of those that you could also say that this person's going to lose because all of a sudden they're going to have to be paying 6%, which is a higher percent. But if it goes down to 1%, they're only going to be paying 1%. So then they're going to be gaining. So they'll lose that sometimes and they'll gain it other times because, and for the answer over here, just write down the rate will fluctuate based off inflation. All right, if you have any questions, email me. Otherwise, go ahead and do those last 3 questions.